At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. These words still echo across time, words that mark the birth of a nation, the awakening of a civilization, and the fulfillment of a dream nurtured through centuries of struggle. Imagine the moment. August 14th, 1947. The clock strikes 12. The British Empire's rule over India ends. The tricolour rises, and standing before the Constituent Assembly, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, delivers a speech that would forever be etched into the soul of the nation. Tryst with Destiny. Today, we will explore this historic speech not just as a collection of beautiful words, but as a vision, a promise, and a philosophy that shaped independent India. Nehru delivered Tryst with Destiny in the midnight session of the Constituent Assembly just before India's independence was officially declared. The phrase tryst with destiny itself is deeply poetic. Tryst means a meeting or an appointment, and Nehru describes India's long struggle for freedom as a promise made with destiny itself. The speech marks the transition from colonial rule to self-governance, but it also reminds us that independence is not an end, it is a beginning. Nehru sets the tone for the newly freed nation, balancing pride and humility, celebration and responsibility, freedom and duty. He doesn't just declare freedom, he defines what freedom should mean to the people of India. The fulfillment of a long promise. Nehru begins with poetic reminder, long years ago we made a tryst with destiny and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. He reminds the people that India's independence was not a sudden gift, but the result of centuries of struggle, of sacrifice, suffering, and relentless hope. He calls this moment rare in history when an entire nation steps out from the old to the new. India, long suppressed, has finally found her voice. India's civilization continuity. Next, Nehru connects the present to India's glorious past. At the dawn of history, India started on her unending quest. This line beautifully captures India's timeless spirit, her search for truth, justice, and spiritual depth. Nehru reminds his audience that India's greatness lies in her ideals, her love for peace, tolerance, and humanity, which have guided her through both triumphs and failures. The message is clear. Independence must be built not just on power but on moral strength and ancient wisdom. Freedom and responsibility. Nehru then shifts from emotion to purpose. He warns that freedom and power bring responsibility. This is a powerful reminder that the real challenge begins after independence. Political freedom means nothing without social and economic freedom for every citizen. Nehru envisions a nation where leaders must work for the millions who suffer to end poverty, ignorance, disease, and inequality. This was not just political rhetoric, it was a blueprint for a new India, an Indian based on justice, equality, and compassion, and an India based on justice, equality, and compassion. The moral vision, wiping every tear. One of the most memorable lines of the speech is when Nehru recalls the dream of Mahatma Gandhi. The ambition of the greatest man of our generation has been to wipe every tear from every eye. Nehru accepts this as a sacred duty of the nation, to serve the poor and uplift the broken. He admits it may not be fully achieved, but as long as there is suffering, India's mission remains unfinished. Through these words, Nehru transformed freedom from a celebration into a responsibility, a lifelong struggle for justice and equality. Towards the end, Nehru's tone becomes global. He reminds us that in the modern world, no nation can live in isolation. Peace has been said to be indivisible, so is freedom, so is prosperity now. His words carry a universal truth that freedom for one nation must mean freedom for all. India's destiny, he says, is linked to humanity's destiny. True independence must lead to peace, cooperation, and global progress. In essence, Nehru transforms a political speech into a message of human unity and hope. As Nehru's voice echoed through the hall of the Constituent Assembly, that night millions across the subcontinent were stepping into a new dawn. Some with joy, some with fear, and many with hope. The future beckons to us, he said. The service of India means the service of the millions who suffer. And so, India's freedom was not just a political milestone, it was a moral awakening. Nehru ends with a call to unity. This is no time for petty and destructive criticism, no time for ill will or blaming others. We have to build a noble mansion of free India where all children may dwell. These words are timeless. Even today, they challenge every Indian to rise above division, to dream beyond borders, and to serve with dignity. Tryst with Destiny remains more than a speech. It is India's eternal reminder that freedom is not a gift to keep, but a promise to fulfill. Jai Hind.